What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another vlog. I know it's been a while since I shot a vlog, but I haven't had that much content and I don't feel like doing a day in the life every single day when my routine is just the same. It gets boring. So I thought I would only film on days I have content, which right now unfortunately is far and few between. So what we're going to do today is, first I need to go run to Target real quick. Then I want to take this Z to DDM Tuning. Now what DDM Tuning is essentially fly ride, but actually does a good job. And they do all the custom lights and everything. And one thing that the Z has is the headlights. When you turn on the headlights, the beam is really scattered. I don't think the LED bulb that's in there sits right within the projector housing to actually focus the beam. I think it sits maybe a little too far forward and it just causes the beam to scatter. So I want to go and have their opinion on how to get the headlights focused and actually bright, because the windshield in this car is actually slightly tinted and it makes it even harder to see at night when driving with the headlights. So I want to take care of all that. Plus, when we get back, for the OGs of the channel, you know what's coming, but for the new ones, you know, it has something to do with this shirt. It's time for a new competitor for the Z. So we made it to DDM Tuning, and we actually have one of their own headlights in this side, and this is the old one. I mean, this one is considerably brighter. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up. This is what the old bulb looked like, just some like generic eBay or Amazon bulb. This one they're custom. The ballast right here goes in the back. I really want to try this out at night and see how it is. Alright, so just leaving DDM Tuning. I can't wait to actually try this headlight later on tonight when it gets dark outside. I'll make sure to film that too so you guys can see the difference. I'll leave the bulb that came with the car in right there, and then I will leave the one from DDM Tuning on the other side, and so I can show you it at nighttime. You can see the difference, but just from sitting right here behind this car and using it, I can already see quite a difference. And hopefully this will solve the scattering issue, and all in all it's a lot brighter, because I can actually, the bulb that came with the car, I can look at it and it's not bright at all. And these ones, as soon as I looked at it, you know, you get that spot right there, you can't see anything, like a solar flare. So we're gonna go ahead, get home, and show you guys, especially the new guys, what's going on. And the challenger for the Z will be revealed. So let's get home. Oh yeah, just sitting here in the garage during daylight, you can tell how much brighter that is than that. That's, holy crap, that's gonna be so nice. I can't wait to try this out later. Now that we're back home, are you guys ready to see right here what the car is? Because the OGs know, people, all the followers who follow me already know, people who know me in real life know. But for you guys, this is the competition for the 300ZX.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you.
So as you guys can see, this is a 1988 Mazda RX7 Turbo S4. And this is a project car that we've had in our possession for 15 years. This is my brother, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. His name is Thomas. This is actually his car officially. He's the one with the pink slip in hand, everything like that. But we've worked on this car for many years, and it's gone to track days, it's gone to drift events at Willow Springs, it's made a parade lap at Laguna Seca, it's been slid around street corners, it's everything that you can imagine this car has been through. One reason why we stopped working on it is I'll let him answer that question. So go ahead, explain what happened.
Well, when we kept upgrading things budget-wise, we kept breaking other things, and eventually it got to the point where so many things were broken and decided to start taking it apart and tackle bigger projects like removing all the emissions equipment. And through that, so many electrical problems showed up that it just got very frustrating to work on, and other priorities took over. I was more social, started living on my own, just kind of hanging out, partying, got into career stuff. Life took over, let's say.
All right, so this car is going to be a complete restoration from the bottom up. Now, luckily for us, we have a lot of experience working with rotary. We've seen them outside the car, pulled them, put them in. We know they're very light, and technically one of us can just pick up the motor by ourselves. However, we're still going to use the right equipment, you know, exercise caution. We don't want to get hurt just in case. But anyways, this car is going to be his build. I'm going to help obviously here and there. We're going to be filming it, documenting it step by step so you guys can follow along, and hopefully you will learn something through this series as well. Now, this is not the replacement for the Z. I'll give it that. Let's make that clear right now. So the Z is still going to have plenty of content in the future, but this is going to be a fun, goal-oriented car of being like the ultimate street car. If you want a good idea of how to base this car, go check out Lucky 7 Racing's Time Attack FC. This is going to be very similar to that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So we've got ourselves set up. This is the side of our house. Turned it into a little workshop area. Put up some shade so we can get to work on it. Luckily we have pretty temperate weather here, so hopefully we won't have too many rain delays even through the winter. And the first step is just start tearing it down and get the engine out so we can hopefully send it up to Lucky 7.
And where Lucky 7 is going to rebuild it, they are going to put on a street port. We don't want to really, I want to go full Bridgeport and send it, but he wants to keep it tame, not really too much of a rotary brat, which is understandable here in San Diego on the streets. Cops are looking for any reason to pull you over, state refuge, throw you in prison, you know, take your children away. That's just what cops do. So this right here, we're gonna keep it mild. We're not gonna make it loud. There's obviously gonna be mufflers on it, resonators. Keep it at, you can hear it, but it's not gonna stand above the crowd. So that's the goal for the exhaust part, which is obviously gonna have to be custom. So KL Fab or Elk Fab, one of you two, you know, we're gonna be hitting you up for an exhaust soon.
Now tear down.
Yep, now begins the teardown. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and just do a nice little time lapse of slowly breaking down the engine bay, tearing everything out that needs to be torn out, and taking out the motor. And then from there, prep the body for body work as the motor's being built. And we have a lot of parts actually for this car. We have bumpers, we have transmissions, we have a rear diffuser, trim, tail lights, miscellaneous exhaust parts, and more to come before we throw in a full 26B with 4 turbos putting out around 3,000 horsepower. So we gotta start small.
26B.
4 rotor.
That'd be.
It's what's in the 787B. It's what's.
Oh my God. Okay.
Rob Dom, we're coming for your 4 rotor.
We're gonna just start taking it apart.
No, gotta aim big. So this is the current engine bay, how it sits. We've already taken some stuff out. You see, you know, this broken fan stuff here. That we took out the rat's nest there.
It looks terrible. It looks terrible. I don't remember it being this bad.
Oh, it's bad. But with some TLC, some elbow grease, and hopes and dreams, this will look fantastic in hopefully a couple months.
That's right. Okay.
All the tools you need to disassemble an RX-7, 10 and 12 millimeters of the sockets, wrenches, and deep sockets. Whole car will come apart. So just to give you guys a quick little update of where we are on the FC. So far we've taken out most of the stuff. Radiator we've taken out. We've taken out all the coils, all the rat's nests over here. A lot of it's gone. Undone a lot of the harness. Let's see what else we've done here. The intake, the air intake, the idle air stuff. We've taken up the upper intake manifold plenum's gone. The intercooler's gone, obviously. The belts and pulleys are off, or not pulleys, but just the belts to the pulleys are off. We still have the turbocharger connected. We've disconnected the motor for the windshield wipers. A lot of stuff over here. So technically, we could pull the motor right now. However, we don't have a cherry picker. There's not that much left, and so we're gonna get on this side. The turbo needs to go. Then on this side, pretty much just a couple hoses back there, up here. All this is all going to come out. Don't worry about all that. But this is where we're at right now, making progress. So good times. So it's now 6:30 in the evening. The sun's going down, so we busted out the lights. Making a lot of progress so far. I mean, what we could have done is just simply, like normal people, pull everything off and just pull the motor out, but we're literally taking out as much as we can before we rip the motor out, because we don't have an engine hoist or anything just yet, so might as well get as much done as possible now, so when we remove it we have no obstacles, and as soon as it's removed we can immediately start working on stripping the engine bay, repainting everything, getting it all nice and pretty, because like I said, this car's gonna be rebuilt from the ground up. All right, so as you guys can see behind me, it is now dark, so we're gonna call it for tonight. We will pick this up later. Tomorrow I work, but then I will be able to work on this car on Wednesday and Thursday, get more footage. My brother should have more done on the car, so we'll catch you guys up with what we've taken off and how far we are, because like I said, we're stripping this thing down completely. Now before we end this video though, I do want to show you guys the headlights of the Z now that I got the new one, now that it's dark out, and just do a comparison. So let's go do that real quick. Alright, so here on the pitch black, let's turn on these headlights and see what the difference is. Oh yeah, it's funny because in the camera the driver's side over here still looks bright, but no, that over there, the passenger side, is way crisper white and super bright compared to over here, and it's even focused. I'm not sure if you guys can see the thank you garage light for turning on the cutoff line here, but on the driver's side, oh well, of course in the camera it looks nice and cut, but if you actually look at it, it's really scattered. Over there, that's a really sharp cutoff line from the projector. So what I wanted to go do now is I'm just gonna go take it around the block and just see what it looks like on the street, and then we'll switch out the driver's side light to match the new one. So let's go do that. All right, so we're sitting here on a dark road. This beam all right here, that is purely from the passenger side headlight. That's ridiculous. I need to aim it a little bit more, and I might try the bulb in the housing a different way, but that's super bright. That was never like that before. With the stock headlight, or not the stock headlights, but the one that when I was installed when I bought the car, looked like that when I was driving. So that's a huge difference. That's awesome. Let me pull over here and see how they look from the outside. So from the outside you can see the driver's side is definitely more of a blue color than this over here. It's more of a white color. But that beam though, that's solely from the passenger side. If I come over here, I'll show you all this, just that blue right there, that's from the driver's side. Not that good. There we go. Both are now installed. If you guys are wondering how to do it, I mean, all you do is literally just reach behind here, twist it, out bulb comes, easy mode. Not complicated. I just gotta zip tie that down in a bit here, but like these are so much brighter than before. Now with both, I'm gonna go take it for a spin and see how well I see, because that's insane. This car is so cool. It sounds so good. This one paired with the FC, that's just going to be awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As you can see, there's a lot going on. The Z content will continue as promised. Like I said, this is going to be my build, and it's going to continue with that. Recently I've just been saving money, you know, because the holidays are coming up, and I have a bunch of, like, I have a vacation coming up, and I need some stuff. I need new glasses, whatnot, that I'm going to spend my money on, because that does need to come first. But the Z content will continue, the FC content will continue, and I hope you guys stick with us and enjoy the build as we go along. So peace, together to the top. Let's go.